Hello Pisces, how's everybody doing? It's Lisa. I'm going to be doing a general reading for August 2022 for the sign of Pisces. It's a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with everybody. Take what does, leave what doesn't. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for popping in. I hope you enjoy it and you'll come back to see me again. And if you haven't been here before, I really do appreciate the support. Okay, let's get started. Alright, we got this Six of Swords, the Page of Cups, the Eight of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. The Sun, the Two of Cups, the Two of Swords, and the King of Wands. Alright, Pisces, let's see what goes on here. Oops. Well, it looks like this is coming up as your current energy, that you may be moving out of a situation that was just a little bit rocky, a little bit, not the best, and you need to go somewhere there's going to be less static, less, bad things going on, or just something that was like smoother and easier. But right next to this, the theme of the month is Page of Cups. This is about, there's possibilities. And you are, actually, I'm wondering if you didn't get a message about something. I don't know if somebody sent you a message, or you actually, when looking at this with this Six of Swords energy, maybe you almost got like a download about, yeah, you need to move on. So it was like one of those internal messages. Or you had an idea that maybe this whole month might be reflecting like creative opportunities, things that were coming into you, different possibilities. Well, let me clarify. We'll do it with another deck, and we'll see if we can figure anything out. So we have the Eight of Cups here, and now this is you put a lot of effort into something you had a lot of feelings for it. It meant a lot at some point, but now it doesn't. Or maybe that it doesn't, not that it doesn't mean a lot anymore, but just it's not fitting you anymore. It's just not working for you. So maybe that's why you're moving away from it. And again, I don't know if it's a physical move or just an emotional move. Just to make things go easier for you. Now this Queen of Pentacles, this could be somebody that you're around, or it could be just a person in your environment, male or female, that doesn't matter. They're honest, and they can come across, they're honest, they're independent, very grounded. But there's something about this energy is kind of like an obstacle to you, where you're feeling like you need to get over or around it. So I don't know if this is a person, or if this is just something that this is reflecting. I mean, could this be a type of job that you're trying to get away from? Or is it something about yourself that you're trying to get around? Because you don't want to be that person. You don't want to be that, practical, sensible thing going on. So, again, you would know. And it could be Taurus, Virgo, or, wow, Capricorn. Okay, but it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be man or woman, either way. Just, it could be somebody that you're just trying to avoid or just be away from. Then we have this Ace of Cups, and this is something that you've accomplished. So if it's about, it was a new relationship, or you're having like a new feeling of creativity where you might want to go into some kind of creative venture. So it could be either way, relationship or person. And well, that does make me wonder, okay, if this is a person you're trying to get away from them or around them because you have them. Could be. Now this is the Sun. Now this is like happy, joy. The best card in the deck. Everybody wants it. But for some reason, and this is weird when this happens, it's coming up, and this spread is coming up in what to avoid. Now, this happens not every time, but most of the times. I'm like, okay, well, you're going to avoid happy, why? But somewhere along the line it answers it. But it's saying not to be too happy yet. It's like, don't put don't put the carriage before the horse, I guess. Because you're saying that all right, I got away from this. I moved away. Whatever this was, I moved away from it. Don't want to be there. I found my new happy, my new love. And I'm going to be happy, and don't do that yet. Pause. Wait a minute. Reflect on whatever's going on. So we'll find out. Because now, right next to that, we have this new bond. Not new bond. No, I don't know if it's new bond. It's a bond. And you have, it's possible, a partnership. It could be a really good friend. And this is something to embrace. Something that you want this person in your life. Whether, again, it could be business, it could be platonic, it could be romantic. So this is somebody that you want to have in your life, even though you don't want the happy just yet. And I'm like, it's not like, this is not forever. This is like, for now, this minute, this time, no. But I think that it's basically just not yet. Maybe that's it. Maybe just not yet. Because if you just got out of something that was not great, and you're going to jump right into something else, and you didn't give it time, we'll see. All right. So then we got the Two of Swords. Now all right, you have to make a decision. And this decision has to be based on fact. Not your heart, not your feelings, fact. You want to make something, it's got to be like very logical, very reasonable. And you don't want to, you just don't want to do it too soon. And not too soon. Well, yeah. You don't want to do it using your heart, you want to use your head. And now the King of Wands, if you were looking to, all right, so this could be somebody, male or female, that you would go to for advice about something, go to about encouragement about something, then that might be a person that you would reach out to for that. And that's what this Two of Swords, I forgot to say it. This is something that you may be the type of person who does use their head over their heart. And that's kind of what you would base almost all your decisions on. Because I feel like that's your grounds, that's what supports you in the way you handle things. Because you don't let your heart get too involved. And so everything that you do, you're kind of like, I don't want to say it, not like, because, you would rather go with the facts first and the logic of it before you go, well, the caring and the all that. So I feel like that's where your strength is, your support is, to be able to go that way about things. All right, what is this Six of Swords about? All right, we got Temperance and the Nine of Coins. All right, so I feel like you just need to look at whatever maybe triggered this needing to get away from a situation with moderation, like with balance. Don't go too far one way or the other. You know, if it was a horrible relationship, you don't want to go to the, well, you know, I hate them and they suck and nobody else should like them either. Don't go there, because even if it wasn't a good relationship, you still have what you need to be able to, you know, take care of yourself, take care of other people, and you don't want to bring yourself down or like your vibrations down by like bad mouthing them or talking about them and, you know, putting the word out that they are dog caca. You want to make sure you're like you're patient, you're balanced about it, and you're just like in moderation, just so you aren't affected negatively by putting out negative things about somebody else into the universe. All right, so what about this Page of Cups? What can you tell me about this Page of Cups? Knight of Cups and the Empress. Well, this is, I feel like, wow, yeah. It's right under the Ace of Cups here. And Two of Cups there. I feel like this is like a new relationship you might be starting. And I feel like it may blossom very quickly. Because with this Empress energy, she's nurturing. She's the energy of bringing so much into it as far as, you know, growing it to make it so much stronger. Very interesting. All right, and now we have the Eight of Cups. Oh yeah, okay, so yeah, because you want to offer that cup of love to somebody. Now, this is like a side note, just occurred to me. Not going to be for everybody, and it might not be for anybody. The Empress, sometimes pregnancy. Sometimes it could be about being pregnant or knowing or hearing somebody got pregnant, that kind of thing. So I'm just saying. Anyway, so now we got the Eight of Cups. Ace of Cups. All right, look at you. New love with the Wheel of Fortune too. Huh? Very nice. All right, so now you have this new cup of love, this new relationship. I'm going to have to go with relationship. Just seems very relationshipy. And this Wheel of Fortune is like, this is you're reflecting back on maybe other relationships. I mean, it's right over this one. You're reflecting back on things. Because nothing's like, I would say nothing's permanent. So you're reflecting because you don't want maybe that to happen again. So you're like, you're going over it and over it. And you're thinking in your head, well, what did I do in that one that it turned out so bad? Or, you know, and thinking about different things. And maybe, you know, you're just, because you're going over it. Because you know how we're always on a wheel, and you could be at the top, you could be crushed underneath, but it's not going to stay that way forever. So, but I think you're reflecting, you know, and you're, you know, realizing doesn't have to be bad, even though the last one was. About this Queen of Pentacles, and that's if the last one was. I'm just surmising at this point. Okay, Two of Cups. With the Page of Cups. Pisces, geez, you guys are all lovey. I just did Aquarius, and I'm just saying because I'm Aquarius. Oh, that was horrible. We had swords out the butt. You guys are all, amazing. So, okay, there's a relationship and new cup of love. All kinds of things going on. Okay. Now we go to the Ace of Cups. All right, Four of Cups and the Queen of Coins. All right, so, all right, I feel like you might be feeling a little bit disappointed because maybe at some point, I don't know what relationship, but I'm feeling like, okay, maybe this, you were, the Four of Coins, like, the Four of Cups is almost like, okay, you have 3, I should have got more, so maybe you didn't get enough feelings from somebody. Maybe they didn't express their emotions too much, and you were like feeling like you didn't get what you deserved. But then I also feel like you're going to try to be practical and sensible about the situation, and be like, okay, well, maybe they just weren't that way. They didn't know how to express their feelings to me. They didn't know how to make me feel. So it's kind of like a mix of, well, I was disappointed, but maybe now going forward, I'm going to be more practical and sensible about how I feel, and not take it too hard, something like that. Because remember I told you were like reflecting. So what about the Sun now? Tell us why we can't be happy. Why is happy not right? Six of Cups and the Three of Staffs. Well, I feel like, all right, so maybe, I don't know if this is like reflecting back to your childhood, or, if you had grown up with people that you knew from your past, your family. And with the Three of Staffs, okay, you're saying, well, I know there's something else out there. So maybe that's what that might mean. For whatever this Six of Cups is, I don't know if there's a person in your life, that you're thinking about. And maybe it's making you say, well, there is something else out there. So, and that's maybe why you're not going so full throttle about being happy. Maybe you're just unhappy instead of, because you feel there might be something else out there yet still. So what about this Two of Cups? Hello. Got the Four of Coins and the Four of Swords. All right, so yeah, you're holding on. Even though you have this new relationship possibly, and you're feeling it, but you're holding on. You're holding on to your emotions. You're holding on to your time, your energy. You don't want to put 100% into it yet, because something is telling you that there's something else out there. And it looks like possibly it might have been somebody from your past, maybe. Maybe, you just saw them on Facebook or WhatsApp or whatever. So maybe you know they're there, and maybe you know that their relationship or whatever they're in, maybe they're single, or maybe you just found out. So I'm just saying you're holding on right now because you don't want to give them everything, because you're still holding on to a little bit. And then you're kind of taking a siesta about the whole situation. You're like, all right, well, let's just see what happens. I'm not doing anything major right away. Just going to enjoy it while I got, enjoying it now. And we'll see, though. So then we have the Two of Swords. Come on. All right, the Nine of Cups and the Queen of Swords. You're actually, it's weird. Okay, so Nine of Cups wise, you're like, all right, this is it. This is awesome. I have everything I wanted. It's all there. And then you have the Queen of Swords, who, again, she's my favorite queen. So even though it's all there, this is the queen who is protective and independent and very clear boundaries about her. And this could be actually if this is the person that you are actually thinking about right now, that's cool. Male, female, that doesn't matter. But if not, this is a part of you, and this is like you saying, yes, everything's awesome, but I'm still gonna keep my boundaries for a little while. I'm not gonna give them my all. Maybe you're not even, it might not, it doesn't even feel like it's gonna be a little bit. I think it's gonna be like 85% you're in, but you're still just kind of holding back for a little bit for whatever reason. So we got this King of Wands. What do we have with this King of Wands? The King of Coins and the Emperor. All right. So the way it looks now is like, okay, so if these were where your encouragement and your advice would come from, very possibly, these could be other people in your environment, that you go to. For whatever reason, you got this dude, he's pretty much, grounded, stable, secure. And the Emperor, where they're very willing to jump into battle and handle things. But when they're not doing that, they're ready to make the hard decisions and be able to, be their strong, authoritarian self. So I feel like if this is the situation, you might be like, okay, I'm still doing the whole practical, sensible thing, but I will be ready to dive into the relationship 100% when the need, when you want to. All right. Okay. Pisces, I gotta say, this is so sweet. I love this. I want to send this to somebody as like a Valentine card. All right. Whoop. Okay. So we got, it's time to take action. Take that as you may. And faith. Can you say like that's, I love that. This is sweet. All right, so it's time to take action. As I know you're going to be sitting on it for a little while, but basically, universe is telling you, let's go, but have faith in your, in your decision to do it. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will be coming back in September. Enjoy your August. I'm jealous, by the by. All right, take it easy.